Good morning, good morning, everyone. Happy to slay and welcome to the Rise and Slay Morning Show. I am your host, Rochelle Slay Queen Hemingway, and I am the CEO and founder of Slay to Success, where I help professional women to step into their most authentic personal brand to gain lucrative opportunities. I am an image consultant. I'm also a self published author of three books. So I have one here, as you can see, Slay to Success. And then I have two that I am speaking to audiences about personal branding. And all these can be found on Amazon. I am also a keynote speaker and a United States Air Force veteran of 30 years. So, as your host, and as you know, this show is where we talk about kickstarting your week because it is Tuesday. And I know sometimes when we get into the work week, we're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't feel it. I'm not quite sure. Here's where you come back, you get that inspiration that you need to empower yourself, to ignite your success, and to elevate and do all the things that you want to do. And I specialize in personal branding. All right. So that's what we're going to be speaking a little bit to today. And so buckle up. If you need to go and get your tea, I have mine right here. And I have lots of energy, y'all. So that's what we're going to be bringing here. And I want to just share with you how you can use the holistic approach to achieving the success that you are trying to look for. All right. Here in this space, we talk about how to slay to success. That means that we are killing it, dominating, and nailing it. We are being on point and pressing greatly and dreaming big and working hard until we own it. SLAY is also an acronym, means stay ready to be ready, lead out loud, a sense of community, a sense of family, and knowing you are built to last. So if as you come in, if you are viewing in from either Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, please drop it in the comments and let us know that you're here. Give me a shout out because I want to be able to say thank you for being here live because you could be spending your time anywhere else because there are so many things happening on these platforms, right? So, as your personal brand expert, your image consultant, and a leadership guru, if you will, because I have been practicing leadership for most of my life. I just want to give you today just a little bit of taste of how I was able to achieve success in the military and now beyond as I'm in my entrepreneurial journey. So, we're going to talk about the connection between health, wellness, and personal branding. Yes, health, well, and personal branding. So, why is it important for you to have a holistic approach to success? Well, because when I started out in my military career, y'all, I was more focused on the physical aspect. We had to do a physical fitness test every year based on your score. I know some people have to do it twice a year. It's a whole different setup now in the military than what I was experiencing because when I first came in the military, y'all, we were doing the run, okay? And then it quickly shifted to the bike. Everyone who's been in the military setting could remember if they served in the years of 1991 to 2021, at the very beginning, we did bike, okay? And so that is all we were on and for some number of years and then we had to go back to running. But physical health was a non-negotiable. It was a condition of employment. You got tested every year and it was reflected on your performance report. So as I started to learn more about me and my fitness health journey, because I used to weigh 200 pounds before I went into the military. I got into the military. I didn't know how to maintain my weight or my physical fitness. It took me another 10 years to kind of figure that out. And then once I did, I started to see how much I was leaning into the physical element, which again translated into so many other aspects of my life. And I didn't really recognize that until much later in my career. And I saw that it was part of my personal brand. That is who I was. People knew when I showed up, y'all. They knew every 5K run, 10K runs, whatever the run was, I was going to participate because I love to run. In fact, still to this day, I am 51 years old and I am still running maybe 2, 3 times a week. I also do my spin bike. So, I am a fitness fanatic. I believe in it. I have always thought, that I was an athlete in my own right, just by the way that I push myself when I'm in my zone. So, as you come in, y'all, go ahead and drop it in the comments that you're listening in. We are going to talk about the connection between health, wellness, and personal branding. So, health and wellness is not all about just looking good. Okay. It's also about feeling good and performing at your best. All right. We are getting caught up in a world today where it looks okay. And I'm an image consultant, but deep down, I go further on. We talk about appearance, behaviors, communications, and online presence. We just don't talk about your physical appearance. But in today's world, that's what they always constantly look to. But it's not about always looking good, it's about feeling good. All right. Because when we're physically healthy, we enhance confidence, we enhance energy and presence. These are all key elements and components of a powerful personal brand. I'm just going to let you know right out the top. All right. So I worked out this morning, as I always do. All right. This morning's workout was a 45-minute hit and run. Now, I know Chevy is my accountability partner. I told her I was going to crank it down this week because, as you get older, you need a little bit more rest and recovery. But I found myself feeling really strong and feeling that I was up to it. Now, I didn't go full out this morning, but I know that physical movement for me, it helps in so many different ways. I just don't be going into meetings or networking events or anything like that with a closed mindset or, with this energy that is not positive. All right. I already got my endorphins up, my dopamine hit, and I know what I need. But our physical health is so important because it ensures that we have the stamina, right? It ensures that we have the vitality to meet the demands of our professional and personal life. If you can't, enjoy your life, if you don't have a high quality of life, why are you working so hard to try to enjoy that? I know for me that I'm going to keep this health up. Health is my wealth. I teach it, I preach it, I show it because I know what it can bring and it affects how we present ourselves. It really, really does. And it influences everything from our posture, the way that we're standing, to our energy levels, right? And it's making us appear more vibrant and capable. Yes, Jan, Queen, all right. I am so happy that you showed up because all right, this is our language. This is probably our love language, right? You know how it is. You are in your fitness, you work out and you show us that you work out. That's part of your personal brand. When you can show us online that you are, taking the time to take care of yourself and the physical aspect is there, then everything else from there makes it more palatable. So our physical health is the most important part of our personal brand because maintaining a healthy lifestyle ensures that we're not only looking best, but we're feeling our best and enabling us to bring our A game, okay, to every aspect of our life. So, what are some of the tips that you can use for the physical? And this is not nothing new. All right, I'm not a inventor of a lot of new ideas. All right, but I understand repetitive talking about it, speaking about it, showing people, then perhaps maybe you can take one of these tips and change your behavior on how do you look at your physical health. So one aspect is your nutrition. I cannot do sprints or lift heavy weights if I'm not eating right. I'm just going to tell you right now. If you're not eating right, which means you put in a lot of junk in your body, meaning a lot of sugar, a lot of empty calories, things that like snacks that people, say, oh, I don't know how I got through a bag of chips today. Well, it's because you may be addicted, all right, to that. And you've got to train yourself to maybe perhaps do something besides eating out of your body that you want. All right. So we have to understand that we have to fuel our body with the right nutrients. All right. And these are, again, there's nothing new, but I'm going to share diets that are rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. All right, I have a bland diet. I'm a creature of habit, y'all. All right. So every day I basically eat oatmeal, protein, sweet potatoes, grilled chicken, cabbage, spinach, or something green. All right. And then at night, I usually have a combination of all these things, or just depends on how I'm feeling, right? I might have a protein smoothie. I enjoy putting healthy things into my body because I know the next morning when I wake up and I do my workout that I'm not going to feel sluggish. And again, I can go throughout the day. How many times have we heard, or maybe it's you that says, I'm so tired and it's only 5 o'clock in the afternoon. All right. I'm so tired. Well, you got up at like, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. All right. And you should have enough energy to carry you through the night so that way you can sleep soundly at night, which gets me to the next thing because we got to figure out how to sleep better. All right. Because sleep is so crucial for overall health. I know people are just like, I operate on 4 to 5 hours. Fine. Okay. For me, I aim for 7 to 9 hours. And I didn't really appreciate that when I was in the military. I almost prided myself that I could wake up at 4:30 in the morning, work out, go all day, and then at 9:30 be able to crash and then go into the next day without giving myself ample time to recover, because your body is recovering and it's in the healing process when you are sleeping. So we got to ensure that we are well rested and we tackle in the day. All right. So take the time to really look. Do you need to limit your caffeine intake? Do you need to come off of social media at a certain time? Do you need to just read something and maybe meditate before you go to bed? These are all important, all right, for our overall health. Now, this exercising thing, because I talked about, my exercise routine, but I understand, right? Okay, so Jan says here, let me see what you said, Queen. I definitely know when my nutrition is not on point, my body and sleep starts to suffer because of it. My performance takes a dip. Yes, it does. Mine does too. There are days when we can just be running hard and we're just grabbing anything. I've been there where I'm just like, oh, I didn't bring my food to lunch, or I forgot to pack the snacks that are most nutritious. So now I'm grabbing just anything. And then all of a sudden, you see that you're declining. All right. You're not as focused. You can't really think straight. You're feeling tired. You're feeling lethargic. You're falling asleep in meetings. Okay. And that is not where we want to be. We want to ensure that we are coming in with the A game. Okay. It's the A game. So this is why, good morning, my queen, Chevy. We are talking this morning about health, wellness, and personal branding. All right. So I've been on this health thing, and because look, all Jan is here too. You're here. You know the importance of being healthy, all right, from a physical aspect, and then being able to follow through with our nutrition, with our sleep habits, and with our exercise. Because again, whether it's yoga, jogging, strength training, whatever it is, even those short daily workouts can make a significant difference. So, pass this along. You both are in the fitness industry. You understand what it is for health and wellness. You know, people always say, I don't got time. We make time for the things, all right? We make time. All right. So if you got to park your car further out and walk on in, all right, to wherever you're going, or if you could take the stairs instead of taking the elevator, all right, these little things will add up and will make a difference and make an impact and it's part of your brand, right? So let me just back up because I got so much to share about this, y'all. It's not even funny. All right. Um, so when I was at Luke Air Force Base and I was stationed there for 3 years, and I was serving as the group superintendent. Our office was on the third floor. As with all these offices are, all the senior leaders, they are put up on the third floor, and all of the operations are happening on the first floor, right? And I think I can count on my hand how many times I took the elevator. Everyone knew, down to the lowest ranking airman, even some of the patients knew. If I'm coming into work, I am not going on the elevator. Hey, Queen, good morning. Look, Gloria, doctor. Let me make sure I was like straighten that up. All right, Dr. Weatherspoon is in the house, and she just recently opened up her business, her brick and mortar building. And you know what, Queen, you are slaying it. All right, and I am most proud of you. And y'all, just follow her. Okay, just go on Facebook, go on LinkedIn, and you will see all the amazing things that she is doing. So thank you for being here today with us this morning. So we're talking about the connection between health, wellness, and personal branding. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Um, and you're welcome. Yes, you're welcome. Because that's what we're doing in these days after we retired. We do not stop. We are keeping it going. All right. And motivating each other and motivating others to do what they want to do. Right. Um, so I'll tell you what, if you find the activities that are going to work for you, I have a lot of energy. So I work out in the morning, and guess what? I walk in the evening. That's just me. And it's more for my mental wellness. So now let's talk about mental wellness, right? Now more than ever, we have to ensure that we are managing our minds. All right. It's so important for us to be able to stay focused, to manage this stress level, maintain emotional balance, if you will, because a strong mental state is a key component of a resilient and authentic personal brand. I'm just telling you right now, I have been through the ringer here, there, and everywhere. All right. 30 years of service. Not every day was rainbows and chocolate bridges. I had to manage my mental. And then when the pandemic hit and the social unrest hit, and then the base was changing, I had to get this right. All right. It was up to me to show up in a certain way, but I wanted to make sure that I was showing up with resiliency and it was authentic to me. Got a lot of notes, y'all. Got a lot of notes. All right. So, what I had to do is to be mindful of how I was showing up. And for me, it was a lot of deep breathing. Okay. I don't know about any of y'all, but I do a lot of deep breathing. Sometimes I do go in a box breathing mode. All right. Where I'm inhaling 4, exhaling 4, inhaling 4 counts, exhaling 4 counts. It just makes me to center myself and it increases my mental clarity. We've got to identify our stress triggers and develop coping mechanism, positive and healthy coping mechanisms. And this might include regular physical activity, these hobbies that we are investing our time in, or simply to relax and to unwind. All right. We need to have a good time and have fun every now and again. Life is not that serious. All right. We take things too seriously sometimes. And so we don't know how to manage our stress, or we feel guilty or shameful for doing something that is most important to us. Hey, good morning, Tish. Good morning, Tish. Tishpiration Station. I absolutely love that you are here. Thank you for dropping in this morning. We were talking about how to approach success from a holistic approach, and we are talking about physical health, excuse me, mental wellness, and personal branding. All right. So we have to be able to identify our stress triggers. All right. So if you need to journal, okay, I journal, especially on days that are like really heavy, things that I have accomplished that I'm just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened. Right. And when I am stressed out, I have to journal because I put everything out. I want to make sure that I put it out there. Maybe leave it into my journal, reflect on it later on, just so I could say, you know what, I've been there, done that, and I've overcome. All right. So we also need to strike a harmony. I don't think there's a balance between professional responsibilities and personal time, because it's essential for us to sustain our well-being. We got to set these clear boundaries. Okay, this is nothing new. All right, we're just gonna, these are reminders. Set those boundaries, prioritize our self-care, and make time for activities that rejuvenate us, such as, okay, reading. Some of us like to read a lot. Some of us like to garden. All right. Don't give me a plant, y'all. Don't even give me a cactus. It will not survive. All right. I don't have a green thumb. I never have. It's really, really bad. All right. But sometimes we need to rejuvenate ourselves with spending time with loved ones, people that are going to inspire and uplift us and motivate us, not people who are going to bring us down, because we don't need all that. Okay, so Tish says, I overthink a lot. I'm getting ready to start leaning into the journal more. I need to get things out of my head. Yes, that's what we need to do. And you need to find the right coping mechanism for you and to do that consistently. All right. You said pink polka dot plants die on me. Most other plants survive. Well, look, you got the green thumb. I do not. We don't have any plants in the house. They're all plastic, y'all. Okay, because I already know the deal. I've been there, done that, and I'm not that person. Not in this season, anyway. All right, so what we need to do is to be consistent. Are we consistent? All right, with our health and wellness, because we have to demonstrate that and consistently practicing what we preach. If we say that we are all about our health and wellness, but we not showing up looking like we all about our health and wellness, how is anyone else going to take that on for you? Then that's not showing up in your most authentic true self. All right. So you have to be able to share your routines and habits through social media, all right, or in conversation, to show that these values are an integral part of your life. That's part of your personal brand. Look, I'm showing up, Queen, okay, because I know sometimes this is what we need. So you're welcome. We need to be reminded this is what we're doing, all right? I am, again, at that age where I have to earn every year. It's not going to just come to me like it was before. And so we have to demonstrate consistency with our health and wellness, all right, by practicing what we preach and showing people, all right? I show people that I'm running on the treadmill. I show people that I'm in my gym. I show people what I'm eating. I show people, what I'm wearing, because it is part of what I am doing, all right? When you feel good and you look good, everything else is golden on top. That's how I think, all right? So how do we brand through wellness? Well, we got to use these platforms. These platforms are built for us to share our health and wellness journey. If you have one, you need to post about your workouts. You need to post about your health recipes or your mindful practices. By doing so, you're positioning yourself as someone who values and prioritizes a healthy lifestyle, which can attract like minded individuals and opportunities. Okay, so like we're all like minded. We're sitting in here talking about health and wellness. Not a lot of people will understand that, and that's okay. All right, but we are the persons that are going to be leading in this way, right? So you started a new pill that requires more water intake. I'm now adding a bottle of water in between the coffees. Yes, because here's the deal. You should be drinking water anyway. All right. I I know people who haven't drank water and they're like, "Oh, I don't believe in drinking water." And then I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." But then when you're feeling tired, you're not quite sure what you're thinking, you don't, your cells are not rejuvenating, a whole lot of stuff just hampers it. And then when you're taking pills that are, diuretics, all right, you need to take in and you need to ingest more water. That's just what it is. Right. This is, look, Ron, as a vet, right? You understand 100% what we're talking about. So thank you for viewing in from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I appreciate you being here and being part of this conversation. All right. Because I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to do health. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Well, we're going to teach you how to do some things right here. All right. And this is through just experiences. So we're integrating this health, wellness, and our personal brand to showcase how we are showing up and to inspire other people. And so we have to share stories of how we're maintaining our health and wellness because it's going to positively impact the lives and careers of others. We got to highlight role models who embody a healthy lifestyle and discuss what we can learn from these approaches. All right. So that's what I'm doing on a regular basis. All right. I show up, and 9 out of 10 times, somehow, some way, I talk about health and wellness and how it is important to my life. And I share about my story of weighing 200 pounds and to where I'm at today and maintaining my 60-pound loss for over 30 years. And it's because I have said I'm committed to this healthy way of living. I get up, I work out, I put the right foods in my body. I don't drink anything. Like, I am not a heavy drinker. I may be drinking 1 or 2 drinks. These are alcoholic beverages, y'all. 1 or 2 alcohol. I can't even say it. That's because I don't even, ingest it that way. Alcoholic beverages 1 to 2 times a month. More than likely, you will find me with my tea, okay, in my Slay cup and water. That is what I'm drinking because it helps me with all aspects of my life to show up much better. So, by understanding and implementing our health, our wellness, our personal brand, okay, this is a solid foundation. Remember, a strong personal brand radiates from within. It's not from the outside in, it's from within and out. Because when you feel your best, you can perform your best and you can inspire others to do the same. So, as your image consultant, okay, and your personal brand expert, I can tell you firsthand that the foundation of a powerful and enduring personal brand goes far beyond what meets the eye. It's deeply rooted in your overall well being, both physical and mental. Health and wellness, y'all, is not just an add on, they are integral components of how you present yourself to the world and ultimately how you achieve success. Okay? So, the visible impact is your physical, all right? Your energy levels are higher, your skin glows, and you carry yourself with a vitality that is unmistakable. Okay? I'm living proof of that. My skin is glowing much more than it was when I was in the military because every single day I am very intentional about what I'm doing. And it's just not about looking good in a suit or in a dress, it's about embodying this sense of vigor and readiness that makes you stand out in any room. A healthy body, y'all, supports a sharp mind. It just does. And allowing you to engage more fully, think more clearly, and act more decisively. This kind of presence is magnetic and forms a cornerstone of a compelling personal brand. This is what I share with my clients all the time. All right. If you don't have a physical routine, this is the first thing that we work on. What are you going to commit yourself? Are you going to do daily walks? Okay. Are you going to do a run? Are you going to lift weights? Are you going to do yoga? Are you going to do Pilates? Are you going to go on a ride on your bike? Whatever the case may be. All right. So let's not think about it and dream about it. Let's be all about it because I can tell you, I'm out and I feel so good, y'all. I feel so good. And I'm taking advantage of the opportunity to engage in more opportunities. All right. Now, mental wellness is the invisible force because it's equally important, all right, as our physical wellness. Your ability to manage the stress is everything. All right? Because a sound mind, we have to have a sound mind. It fosters a sense of calm and assurance that others can't help but to notice. All right. Tish says, I think I'm on my way. Spring is here and I'm ready to come out of hiding. Yes, spring is here. Summer is almost here. All right. Take advantage of the evenings because the light, it doesn't get dark until about 8:30 here. So take advantage of it. After you go and have your dinner or whatnot, take a 30-minute walk. Just enjoy the scenery and the air and just get your body moving. You're working on your steps. That's right. Sleeping better, which you know is it's all important and all adds up. All right. So we have to have a strong mind. All right. The inner stability translates into our outer strength, making our personal brand not just attractive, but trustworthy and inspiring. Okay. All right. So, also, all right, when you put all this together, all right, the power of health and wellness in our personal brand it's essential. Okay. So this holistic approach is so important. All right. So let's mind our physical health, our mental well, and then making sure that our personal brand is intact because we need these opportunities to showcase. I know for me, the holistic approach didn't just help me survive my military career, it helped me to thrive. And it is a testament to how I've been taking care of myself inside and out to empower myself to achieve greatness and also to empower others to do the same. All right. So, whatever I spoke to, whatever takeaway that you got from here, maybe you need to journal about it today or just look at how you're moving. All right. Because you want to be different. All right. Different pays from your online presence to professional interactions. We got to showcase our unique strengths and experiences. All right. How are we showing up differently? Well, because we've been minding our health. Okay. And so that is today's Rise and Slay morning show. Thank you all for being here this morning, dropping in just for a hot second. Jan and Chevy, Glow, Dr. Weatherspoon, okay, Tish, Ronald. All right, thank you all for being here today. All right, so again, I will be back here next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another Rise and Slay morning show. Keep on slaying until you can't slay no more, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye.